Well, hey there, and welcome to Good Morning English. So tell me, how many of you out there like children? How many of you out there have children? Comment and let me know how many of them you have. And if you're thinking, well, children, do I like them? Yeah, they fun, but hey, only for a few hours, and that's okay. All right, so there's a lovely quote. Children are not things to be molded, but people to be unfolded. That's an interesting concept. Well, you guessed it. Today's lesson is all about children, but actually, it's about the words raise and rise and how they're connected to raising children or anything else you want to nurture. Now, raise and rise are super common words that often confuse even advanced learners. So if you've confused them, no stress, even advanced learners do this. So by the end of this video, my hope is that you will never mix up raise and rise again, and you'll sound more natural when using everyday English. So let's start with our word of the day. Well, there are two words because we have raise and rise. So raise is to lift or move something higher. So raise your hand if you have a question, raise, okay? And we also use raise for children, to care for, to bring up children. So it's not easy to raise children in today's world. True story there, right? Raising children in the 21st century is not easy. Now, what about rise? Let's compare this to rise. So rise means to move upward or increase by itself. So the sun rises every morning. The sun rises. Bitcoin has been rising. Okay. Now, I also like to add in an idiom with our Good Morning English. So it takes a village. It takes a village, and the full quote is, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. What does this mean? Raising a child requires help and support from many people, not just the parents. So maybe you've got grandparents, godparents, people around you. Raising a child, it takes a village to raise a child. So between the neighbors, the teachers, the parents, the grandparents, it really does take a village to raise a child. Now, raise, rise, well, I've got a story to tell you. It's not my story. It's about a friend of mine, Sarah, and she was trying to get her 5-year-old kid to school on time. And she yelled, rise up, get out of bed. And her son replied, but mommy, I can't rise up. I'm not the sun. Only the sun rises. Well, during breakfast, she asked him to raise his hand if he wanted another pancake. Raise his hand. So, yeah, like a typical 5-year-old, he raised both hands and he yelled, double the pancakes, double the fun. And that's when my friend realized that raising a child, it doesn't just take a village, but it's a comedy show every single day. Do you have any fun stories about raising your kids? Well, let me know in the comments below. And you know, this story just shows how common phrases like raise your hand or rise up or just rise can mean different things in different situations. And also how kids will always find a way to twist your words. So whether you're raising actual children, raising your hand in a meeting, or just trying to rise up and improve yourself with every sunrise, these words and idioms pop up in daily life. So if you can remember a time when you misunderstood a common English phrase, or someone made you laugh by twisting your words, please go ahead and share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, take a moment to do something that costs you absolutely nothing. It's totally free. Like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our Good Morning English boost of English. And as you go through your day, think about where you can use raise and rise, whether it's raising your hand, raising a child, buying Bitcoin because it's rising or rising to a challenge. And remember, it really does take a village, not just to raise kids, but also to learn and to grow together. So this is our village. If you're having fun, once again, do take a moment to like and subscribe. I'm Nas, and it is ciao for now.